Hey guys, Rob from the Off-Grid Tiny House. Just back here checking on the tiny house here. It's crazy cold outside, and I believe the U.S. is getting a hell of a snowstorm coming up, but we'll see how exactly that pans out. I just turned the fire on. I'm going to put the little power packs in and then get some airflow moving. And I will be with you in 1 second because I got to show you some stuff. It is cold in here, big time. So the survival blanket is doing nothing because there obviously was very little heat over the last couple days, and it's been a while since I've been here. So obviously nothing happening on that regard. So I'm going to plug the rest of the fan in here, guys, and then the fans, I should say, and we'll get back to you. Noisy buggers. So, my dad gave me a small little tripod. And I'm gonna take the camera off of it, and I'm gonna leave that over here, and I'm just gonna show you guys what it looks like. I just gotta unscrew it from the bottom of this camera, so bear with me here, guys, for a second, and I'll show you what's going on. It's actually so cold in here, I'm not getting a temperature reading. So here's the little tiny tripod that I'm going to keep over here at the tiny house in case I ever forget my tripod again. My larger one I always use, so I'll use this guy over here. It is about going on 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and as you can tell, it's so cold that it's beyond the threshold of the temperature probe inside here. Same with the remote. It's on low, so basically just means low battery, and it won't even give me a reading. Let me go over to the outside here, outside window, and we have, okay, if I zoom in, we have 20 Fahrenheit. And what is that? -7 Celsius, something like that. But where I'm located, we get a hell of a lot of wind and wind chill. And wind chill, if you guys know what that is, it means whatever the temperature the weatherman gives you outside is false, because they don't include the wind chill temperature onto that most of the times. Oh, we got some nice sun coming in. The wind chill is very cold. It's like -16, -20. It got down to -25 last night. At the house here, so it's been like that for a couple days. And remember, there's no heat over here, guys, when I'm not here. So once I fire this up and get us going, it should improve quite a bit. But I wanted to show you some stuff. So we got the tripod taken care of. I brought this baggie over full of goodies. I get a lot of bags from the Dollar Tree when I buy stuff, so I'm just gonna bring them over here and have some extra bags on hand, because it's kind of a waste just to throw them out or recycle them. So first things first, I bought a outdoor-indoor thermometer that I can stick on the outside window, either this one, or I was thinking back here on the outside, on the top part over here, So if I place that on the outside just like this, then when I open this window in the summer, it won't affect it because it'll be sticking on the outside. So it's a little frog, $2 at the dollar store. This was from Dollarama. This was, I'm just gonna put him here for now. $2, I thought, yeah, and it gives you the Fahrenheit and the Celsius. We'll watch this thing plummet. That'll give me a good reading of what the temperature is in here. We'll see. I can see my breast, so obviously it's pretty cool. Oh yeah, I got a paper here that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a Q&A in the tiny house this time for you guys. Oh yeah, I brought my sharpening stone over from the Dollar Tree that I bought a while ago, like a year ago I think. And I'm gonna practice on this with one of my blades that is dull. You guys may have seen it. And then I made a new type of taco tinder, fire starter. This one is the regular taco design with 5 or 6 toothpicks in it. But instead of petroleum jelly, I have some hand sanitizer I put in there, which is alcohol. So we'll see if that works any better or worse than what I have been doing. Look at the bags, it's ridiculous here. Here's my multi-tool. I gotta sharpen the knife on it, the blade. So we'll do that. I'm gonna throw all these bags back inside of there because that's ridiculous. Just crazy. Here, let me put you down for a second. Alrighty. Ridiculous. Alright, so that's taken care of. Shove those there for now. So the tiny house is doing well. I was thinking as well, since I can't put a slanted roof on the tiny house because I already exceed the height limits. There's a little gap, and if I draw it out for you, I got my little notepad over here now. So we'll do that. I think I've shown this before. Okay. Oops. Okay, I gotta switch hands because this is not gonna work. See if this pen works in this temperature. Okay, so we got my flat roof of the trailer. Whoops. Is the pen gonna work in the cold? Probably not. Come on, come on. Guess not. Alright. Well, I'll kind of explain it. It'll be hard to explain. So, the outside of the tiny house, so we got the flat roof here, guys. On the outside, when these things curve around and drop down the sides, there's a little gap. I'm gonna say a 1-inch to 2-inch gap, because it goes in, the metal's been folded over on the roof, how they made this thing, and it kind of folds over, and then there's a little drop, and then it goes back to down this wall. So there's a little gap in between the flat of the roof and where it connects to the side of the trailer. So I was thinking putting gutters along that, jam them in along both sides all the way down along there to get my rainwater collection. Because I've noticed in the thaws and in the rains we get here, of course the water's just gonna build up on the roof then eventually slide off the sides of the tiny house, right? So this way I'll be capturing some of that water, and then I'll have to plumb it into the tanks. But before it goes into the tanks, it'll have to go into the first flush system, and then from there probably into a Berkey filter. I would have to hook a Berkey up, and then into the tanks after that. But that's a future project. So hopefully we get started, get nice and toasty warm here. It's starting to throw some decent heat. I like my new elbow heater. Save that, because there's a lot of heat in that elbow generated as it wants to go up, and it can't go up, so it has to, it's forced to be turned out. So that helps a little bit. So yeah, I'm gonna shut the camera down. I'm gonna shoot some video in here, guys. Oh boy, did that alcohol go right through that paper? I don't know. Not good. There you go. Let me put that up there. Always getting stuff on the on the counter. But anyway, oh yeah, before I go, battery box has been moved over here, and I think, where did I put those? Oh yeah, the tops, the two tops for the battery box, the lids I should say, are right here, and then here's the solar wall in the closet. So that's in here. And then we're gonna find out what the accountant wants to do with his stuff later this year. And then I also have my planter box that was over on this window moved off, of course, so we can have some aquaponics action getting started. And eventually when my accountant gets his stuff out of here, I want to move my vertical storage into this back closet room. I want to probably move all my storage back in here, and then turn this into a storage slash closet slash solar utility room, basically, right? So utility room to run all my solar power once I get my batteries and everything else hooked up. So that's the plan. And then I can continue on once we get some survival blankets, plaster the other walls and then the ceiling, and go from there. So that's a little update for you guys. I'm gonna start shooting some video, and we'll see you guys in a bit.